Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be tearing down this Hitachi VisionBook Plus 5000 and oh my god, I said again. Okay, so we're going to be tearing this thing down and I said again. Okay, yeah. Maybe I should start writing a script for these videos because someone mentioned in one of my videos that I say a lot. And yes, I am aware of that. I just do it unknowingly. And yeah. I think it's kind of funny. I'm gonna look back at these videos like in 21 years and I'm like, why did I say a lot? But anyways, so we're gonna look at the look around and take a look inside, take out the motherboard. So that's going to be pretty fun. I'm also going to be using this iFixit magnetic mat to hold all the screws and stuff. I also have my iFixit toolkit here, which is pretty beaten up, as you can see. It's dropped on the tile floor a lot. Also, this bit is broken, but it works. I'll leave a description to these where you can buy them. So let's just get started on this laptop. So, as you can see, this is a Hitachi laptop. Hitachi mobilized computing. And this sticky note is just saying what it needs. It just needs a hard drive and a cover. But ignoring that. So that's the top, not much there. On the side, we have a PC card slot, a modem. I forgot this was what this was called, but to send information to PDAs and stuff like that. And okay, here's the audio. Have audio out. I think that's what it says here, and audio in for microphones and stuff like that. On the back here we have one USB port, which is kind of surprising for a Windows 95 laptop. I have many of these laptops and none of them have USB. Literally none of them have USB. So it's kind of surprising to see here, which is it's nice to have USB on this. Here we have a printer port, a docking port, and a video port, a VGA port, a serial port, which well, everyone needed back then, PS2 port, so for mouse and keyboard, and of course the DC port. On the side here, we have a power button, our CD-ROM drive. It's pretty slow CD-ROM drive. It took me like a minute to get into the Windows 95 CD. So here we have where the battery would have been. That's missing. And the hard drive. That's missing. And can't get a hard drive in here because well, it uses that connector and I don't have that connector. Have that adapter from IDE to something to that connector. So on the back here we have some information like serial numbers, models, stuff like that, and voltages and stuff, inputs, whatever you need to know. So this is the CD-ROM, Toshiba CD-ROM, which is nice. So here we have some RAM. I don't think this is the original one. I'll just get it out here. I think this is just a random memory module here that I had around. Yeah, just put it in there. So yeah, it's also missing this bottom cover here, which is unfortunate. So the bottom is pretty plain, not much here, just besides stickers. Opening the lid here, we have some stickers that say Pentium MMX, so that's a pretty nice CPU for the time. Energy Star sticker and a design for Windows 95 sticker. So here we have the Hitachi logo, and we have, of course, the model of the laptop. And as you can see, when I last opened this up, I didn't completely disassemble it, but I just wanted to see if there was a way to get a hard drive in here. But as you can see, I didn't put that on quite correctly. And here's the keyboard, which I also damaged slightly, but that's fine. It's in really good condition. It's almost as if this laptop wasn't used very much. Same with the trackpad, touchpad. It is not worn out at all. It's not shiny or anything. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice feel since it's not that worn out. So this one was a pretty good find that I found at my local trash station. To me, at least. Actually, here. Looks like there's a little microphone on it. So that's pretty interesting. But I think we should get inside this laptop and just look around. So if I can get my horrible stand to line up here, which is a broken stand, doesn't really work that well, but okay, so let's get into this laptop, and let's just unscrew all the screws on the bottom. I have a few other vintage laptops. I have some Toshiba satellites. I have an old HP OmniBook. That one doesn't work for some reason, even with the correct charger or a charger that has a similar voltage to what the laptop requires. It's just not working. That one does have a hard drive, and if you try to boot that hard drive up, it has Windows 2000 on it. So that one, I might do a video on that at some point, tearing it down. That one actually has broken hinges, so that one is going to be hard to fix. So got that screw out. Now it's time to unscrew these screws on the side here. I have a few IBM ThinkPads around. Yeah, I have a few of them. I have one with Windows XP. That one has a weird motherboard issue. Well, at least I think so. One of them has bad RAM, so it has integrated RAM and a RAM slot. Both of those, the RAM slot is broken, so you have to press down on it for the laptop to boot up. And it's been getting harder to get the laptop to boot up because, well, I have to push on it harder every single time in order for it to even start or do anything. But that one works, and when it was working, I did back everything up on it, such as drivers and stuff, which were the most important. So I think now we can get the keyboard now. And that key just came off. So I think I'll have to get that later. Oh, nope, never mind. So this is the keyboard here. It's actually a very nice keyboard. So thanks Hitachi for putting good keyboards in your laptops, unlike some other companies at the time who actually put kind of crappy keyboards into their computers. And so there's the keyboard. I actually found one of these on eBay that I'm going to buy at some point, or that I'm going to get at some point to repair this one, because that one looks to have a hard drive in it that I can use in this one, or at least a hard drive with or like hard drive caddy. So I hope I can get that one. It's pretty cheap, around 50 bucks. But anyways, this screw, yeah, here, I can get that one out. Here's a heatsink with the covering the MMX CPU, Pentium. So, and my cat wants in. You know, let me introduce you guys to him. Okay, he's right here. This is my cat Leo. I can't find a correct way to hold him, but this is him. This is Leo. Yeah. He's nice. He's a crazy cat. Anyways, getting back on track. Okay. So, unscrewing this screw here. I think now we can get this panel out, this heatsink. And our MMX CPU is actually on a card. And Leo is going crazy. Oh. Okay, it's fine. So, oh my god, okay, wait. Okay, so it looks like it's using a thermal pad right here, and there's the CPU. So removing this copper cover here, we can get access to the MMX CPU. So this is a laptop chip, obviously. You have the clock battery here, which has obviously died a long time ago. Can disconnect a few connectors here. And, okay, so, looks like this is the display data cable right here. This cable right here would have been the display power. And there we go. Can unscrew this screw here. I realized today that I've never done a video tearing down a laptop before. So that's how I got the idea for today. So let's remove the display here. So unscrewing that one screw. And there's some broken plastic. As you can see here, that line right there, that gap, that's broken plastic, but that's fine. So if I can get it out, there we go. That's our display, and I think this is a active matrix display, if I am remembering the name correctly. Oh, why did I not keep the CD-ROM drive out? Get that out real quick. So, it's time to get this touchpad upper assembly off. Looks like there's a couple of clips here that we have to get off, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna break them, since you know what can happen to plastics over time. They can become brittle. That one's out. And I know you guys can't see this. Let me just move this magnetic mat out of the way. Okay, I need a flathead screwdriver. And here's a flathead. Working on vintage laptops can be a little bit nervous, whatever it's called. But this is why I don't like to take apart. Sorry guys, my phone just got a scam call, and I received it on my iPad here, so that's really unfortunate. Man, scam calls are annoying. I have to get a real camera one day, because the iPad is not a viable option when it's connected to your accounts and stuff, or like any smartphone device, whatever. So I think I have to unclip it, I think, which I do not want to do. No, that's just breaking the plastic. Okay, I need a better tool, which I do have, but for some reason I forgot to get out. So now I just poke myself and find out. Tool. So, you can buy these off of Amazon pretty cheap. Well, at least I think so. I bought these things a long time ago. Well, I didn't buy them. I got them. So, okay. This is nerve-wracking. Oh yeah, that's the word I wanted to say earlier. Taking apart old laptops can be pretty nerve-wracking, especially if the plastics are brittle. So, okay. That's not gonna work. Oh, there's another screw over here. Okay, give me the Phillips head. And that just fell. Okay, I got the screw. That was easy. Oh, okay, so it's just coming right up now. Except here, because there's another screw. Okay, there we go. So, I've gotten the top off. Just gotta get these speakers disconnected right here. And this connector here. So, did I break any of the clips? Did I? I don't think so. Actually, some of them might be already broken off. It's fine. There's screws holding it in place anyways. And, yeah, everything should be fine. No damage done. Okay. So that's the release mechanism up there for the drive, floppy drive or CD drive. So, disconnect that, unscrew that. So this here is the connector for the battery. So it's a completely separate module, which I did not think would be the case here, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Here is a separate little PCB here for connecting the keyboard, and some connector here, which I already disconnected. And we can take a look at this connector. So that's for the hard drive, and there's something on it that says STR, which I had ever noticed. And grabbing one of the many phones I have here, let's search up STR connection. That's not what I'm looking for. So, STR hard drive connection. Stay signed out. Images. Let's see. So, that's a SATA hard drive. Yeah, I can't find anything about this. If any of you guys know what this connection here is, please tell me. It could be like a mini SCSI connection. Not sure. It could be just some SCSI connector that I don't know about. But let's get going here. I think that looks like it's stuck to the motherboard. We don't need to take a look at that. And let's remove this metal shield here, covering up the I/O, the back. And looks like these ports here are also modular. So, don't want to bend any of those pins. Actually, I don't know what these are for. Could be just some power convert thing. I don't know. On the side here is the power button. Which isn't very tactile anymore. Looks like the button back here. Yeah, it's really not touching the button anymore, as you can see. And, okay, there's a miscellaneous random screw back here. Don't know where that came from. It looks like the button's supposed to be like that. Anyways, let's get going and continue on again with the disassembly. So there's one screw for the motherboard here from what I can see. And there's some there's some nuts here. That's the wrong thing. So let's just unscrew these. That's okay. I did get the correct one last time. So let's get to unscrewing these. So, this is I have to mention that this laptop is one of my favorite vintage laptops that are around. It's just kind of sad that I can't get it to work. I wonder if I could put a full Windows 95 operating system onto a CD. That would be really interesting to do. Like copy the Windows 95 files. That would be kind of boring though, just to copy the files. So this side is lifting up. I also just noticed there's this weird connector right here on this part of the motherboard. Maybe for diagnostics from Hitachi. If you sent the laptop over to them. I don't know. But I don't want to deal with that. So, let's see if I can get this motherboard out. I honestly don't know. Is it these things on the bottom? Okay. I don't think that does anything. No, I don't think so. So, I can't get the motherboard out, but it's probably just plain PCB underneath it, maybe with a few things. But, let's put it back together, and, see you guys in a little bit. So, that took a while. I was making sure I wasn't missing anything when I was putting it back together, but it's back together now. Why don't we turn it on now? So, I've got an HP power adapter here that works with it. And I've got a Windows 95 CD in here so that we can at least access MS-DOS. So, let's see if it still works. And it does. Can you hear the CD spinning up? Side there. Yep. So, there we go. So, let's just start this up here. Zoom. And we're gonna get the starting Windows 95. And we'll just boot into the setup and say there's no hard disk, and then we can just exit out and access MS-DOS. So, as I said earlier, this is a very, very slow CD-ROM drive, so it's going to take a little while. Yeah. See, starting Windows 95, it's going to take a second, and then it's going to boot into the setup. So, I hope it boots up here fast enough. Earlier I had an issue with this CD-ROM where it just wouldn't read from it. But it looks to be reading from the disk. It's going to take a little while, as I said just now, or earlier. And, yep, not reading drive X. So let's just eject it. So this is the Windows 95 with Internet Explorer disk. It's kind of scratched. I don't know how those scratches got there, but let's just restart it. There we go. Let's just turn it back on. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. Let's just see if we can get into the Windows 95 setup. The hinges might have an issue in the future with those two pieces of broken plastic, but there's 2 more screw holes where you can screw it in, so that gives the hinge more stability here. And gonna take a long time. And I also fixed it down here a little bit. It's more aligned now, except the side, which is popping up a little bit. So, starting Windows 95, I'll be back once we're in MS-DOS. So, I think we're in MS-DOS right now. So, if let's go to, let's scan disk. So, this will work if it is MS-DOS. And as you can see, it is Windows 95. But it might have trouble reading from the disk again. And while we're waiting, let's search up that sticker that was on that hard drive connection. So I'm gonna search up STR SCSI, because I think the S stands for SCSI, but I'm not completely sure. So let's go to images. So could it be this? I mean, it looks like a SCSI connector. I mean, it says it's a SCSI connector right here, and it looks like it's not reading from the CD again, but we were able to get into MS-DOS. So that's basically it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.